Hey Sag, this is for Sagittarius. Thanks for tuning in. This is your weekly reading from today until the 1st of March. This is for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a lot of Sag placements in your chart, this may resonate with you. Yeah, if it doesn't, don't force it. Take what resonates and throw out what doesn't. Anyway, I hope you're having a good week. And let's see what's going on with you. This is a general reading, so here we go. Okay, you might be spending time with your children. If you have children, I feel like you're also might be feeling a bit nostalgic. And money's okay. Money's looking good this week. You're gonna maybe spending there is some self-reflection going on this week for you, Sag. Might be necessary. You'll probably be looking back on sort of how far you've come, maybe doing stock, you know, taking stock. You could literally be stock taking, but you're taking stock over before you proceed. Be careful not to, Sag, be careful not to see what's going on. Be careful that you pay attention to details this week. It might be something you don't want to look at. Could be spending. Do pay attention to details. Well, that's good because you might have a renewed passion as well coming in. You need to have a renewed passion in perhaps what you're doing. You may be slightly worrying about finances. Could be something you're not looking at. Some of you might feel be feeling a bit like a sort of lack of enthusiasm when it comes to something, perhaps some communication that you've had recently with somebody, and you might be feeling a lack of enthusiasm to be around people. Maybe this week you're not really feeling it, wanting to be. I feel like, Sag, you want to keep yourself to yourself a little bit this week. And whatever decisions you've got to make, I feel as if you're gonna be taking a while, taking a little bit of time. We've got new energy coming in as Neptune and Saturn move into Aries, which is connoting that we are going to be wanting to put things into action more, say, readily as we would have done lately. If there's something feeling heavy, it could be that you're feeling a bit tired, just generally a bit not in the abundance of energy you usually have, and this could be work related, Sag. I feel like somewhere your enthusiasm has dropped out and you want to sort of try and inject some passion into what you're doing. Magician in reverse. Yeah, maybe you're feeling as if you can't call in, or you can't manifest the things you want to manifest. There's a difficulty here with you, I feel, trying to... It's like this. It's not from want of it's not from lack of wanting to work. That's something you like, you want to do. It's not from apathy or laziness. It's like you've got the creative energy here, you've got the wherewithal, you've got the confidence, you've got the generosity of spirit. You've got choices. You're pulling some new, I'm feeling as if you're starting something new, or you've got the Ace of Wands, it could be something new in the pipeline. You're not, it's like you're not quite physically doing it, you're doing it, the intention is there, and perhaps the action is just coming up, you know, behind the intention. Because I feel you've got the Ace of Cups too, that overall, by the end of the week, you're going to have a renewed sense of passion, you're going to have a renewed sense of enthusiasm. It could be something that you're waiting on, some communication before you can have the go-ahead with something. You may have put, I'm also feeling, some of you, not all of you, but you put some communication on hold. Something to do with your work. I feel there's something to do with your work that you've got to reply to do. You've got to reply, which will get the ball rolling. You haven't replied yet, or you haven't made your mind up. Whether you want to do something or not is what I'm getting. That you're in a kind of, let me have a think about this before I take any action. I feel like for some of you, you were involved in a venture not so long ago and it didn't turn out as well as you'd hoped. You've learned from that. And you're going to apply whatever you've learned from that. You're going to use that this time around, or you're going to use that for, because you've got things you need to address, and you've got things you need to say. You've got things you need to be clear. You need a bit more clarity. I'm feeling perhaps that's the thing. You need some more clarity before you take any action. Yeah, you could be in that what if, and what if they think this, or what if you could be connected to this concept at the moment that if you take a certain direction, if you take a certain action in a certain direction, that is it the best one? I do feel there's dilemma here. Yeah. You need to, as you're taking stock, as you're feeling, sorry, taking stock here, 9 Wands, as you're possibly feeling a bit possibly burnt out as well, tired, lacking enthusiasm. I feel like as if you need to refocus on it, what it is you want this week. In order for you to, at the end of the week, feel enthused again. Now, where this lack of enthusiasm I feel is coming from, I don't know. There's someone around you, I feel, though, who's kind of got your back. That's not to say you're going to have a completely unproductive week. I don't believe you are. I believe that you're going to have a productive week. It won't feel productive until the end of the week, because I feel as if there's things you've got to do, dragging your feet a little bit, but you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna feel reinvigorated, I think, by the end of the week. This looks a bit slow for you this week. You might be meeting up with also old friends. Might resurface, or somebody you know you haven't seen for a while might resurface this week. You need to open your heart as well. Perhaps you've gone a bit, you closed down. Like I said, I feel as if, you know, for the best part of this week, you're going to want to be, you know, getting through sort of, it's a bit like you're going to be unravelling the, you know, when you do knitting and the ball of wool gets really unravelled, really all kind of knotted up, and you have to spend time unravelling that ball of wool. It feels like that kind of week for you. But you'll do it with, you know, with patience and with especially with patience with yourself. You'll get there. Because it is time for you to take action. You know, you have the King of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. You will take the action just after a few bumps in the road. Because of the power of your creativity that's up here. You know, it's going to allow for more luxury, more, you know, things you want. Ace of Cups. You may need to have a mentor. I feel as if there's someone around you who is like a mentor-like personality, a mentor-like to you. Going to be checking in on you this week. Or you could become a mentor. It could be that you can actually be that for somebody else this week. You know, it can be reversed. It could be you that's going to be, you know, going to be a mentor to somebody. Yeah, and your enthusiasm will be, I feel like it will be the second half of the week towards, you know, after Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where your optimism will be back, your enthusiasm will be back, your energy will be back. You'll be going after your dreams, you know, because the Nine of Cups came up in reverse here. Be open to opportunities again that will be coming your way. I'm wondering if you're clinging on to something as well. Perhaps you're clinging on to something, nostalgia. Like I said, you know, your reading opened up with a kind of nostalgic feeling to it, and there could be something you're clinging on to that you can let go of as well this week, Sag. Yeah. It could be meeting new people. It could be that you need to have that feeling of belonging. You're going to have to make an effort to sort of get out a bit more, I think, connect with others this week. Some of you might have just been not feeling very well, had a cold, or just gone down with something. Sorry if you have, but you might just be feeling off, you know, off colour. You know, you're going to have moments of stillness as well this week, and I feel as if it will come together slowly for you. You know, you are hopeful. You know, you are going to feel hopeful again. Once you've got over a couple of, as I said, humps in the road this week. And you're honest, you know, you're true to yourself, you're true to your desires and what you want, which is going to help you. It could also be something you need to say, you need to speak up about something. Queen of Swords here, and be more clear, and you know, make sure in your communications that you are honest. There's something you might need, then don't be afraid to ask this week. Asking for help isn't a weakness. Even though it might be as a Sag, it could be the last thing you want to do is reach out for help. But you could find that asking for help would be a part of your sort of solution this week. You know, there could be creative activities you need to engage in as well this week. You know, whether you are creative and it's your work, or whether it's a hobby that you need to get back into to motivate you, to give you that, you know, that sort of bring that passion back into what you're doing. And you might be giving too many fucks, so give 0. Look after you, because you are the shit. Well, that's all I've got for you, Sag. I hope it's helpful. Make sure you're honest in everything you do this week, and all your communications. It will help you. Read things thoroughly as well. I'm getting. You might need to this week, when you read something, read it again before you take action. If there's anything important you need to read, and you know, communication and reply and respond to, make sure you read it twice or even 3 times. Okay, well, I'm sending you lots of love. Take care of yourself. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.